Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Dean Howell, and we're here at Codes. We worry a lot about what you might have carried over from previous generations. Now, in the popular talk, in Western culture, we talk about getting bad blood from the family, or, that's just like your father. And so the question is how much of that is real? Certainly, we know that some kinds of genetic problems are definitely passed down, and mental illness and like schizophrenia, bipolar, alcoholism, drug addiction, tendency towards violence. A lot of these things seem to run in family lines. So how can we approach that? Well, as a homeopath, they started describing these inherited problems that could be brought down and end up in our bodies. And Dr. Hahnemann, that created homeopathy, called them miasms. And what that meant was some kind of carryover from unresolved issues that would then be imparted into the children, and that could come from both parents. So what do we do? Well, first off is that we don't want to make it sound too superstitious, but nonetheless, there are energies associated with you and your spouse if you're creating children. And the more tainted and more disrupted your body chemistry is, the more health problems that can be passed on to your children, especially if the mother is not worried about her nutritional state and has a lot of parasites. A lot of problems can come straight through. So with families that are still trying to build, what we want to do is to treat both the husband and the wife so that we can start clearing up these health problems that they're having. And yes, that means that we're going to want them to change their diet, kill off the parasites, yeast, fungus, remove the heavy metals. But it starts getting more complex with the more that we worry about. So at that point, we start needing to treat vaccine residues, infection residues. These become really big issues. And that's when we can also start identifying the kinds of infection residues that you have carried over from your ancestors. And we can treat that with homeopathy as well as the radionics. And then the more direct approach is the isopathy, which is the homeopathics made of infectious diseases that you may have had. We start being able to treat all of these nuances, and not instantaneous, and it's certainly not simple. But as we get all of these fundamental problems being corrected, then there's less and less of these influences to affect your health and also to affect any children that you might be creating afterwards. The only way you're going to get access to this, though, is to become a member of CODS, then start following a nutrition program, and then as the nutrition program and the parasites, yeast, fungus, heavy metals start correcting things, then we can work more and more deeply on these other nuances to get the proper homeopathics and complex radionic remedies into your system. So sign up today. Thank you.